Let's go to the celebrity hotline.
Oh, who's on the celebrity hotline?
Please, you guys. I may have been born, but I was not born yesterday. Boomer claims to have John Mellencamp on the phone. All right, Al Dukes, pretend to be John Mellencamp. How you doing today, John?
Boomer.
Hey, Johnny, great to talk to you again. How are you?
Good. You remember that night we were down in Cincinnati and you tried to beat up Chicago Molly and she beat the hell out of you?
Yeah, I do remember that night, Johnny. I do very well. And thank you for bringing that up here.
Hold on. Who's on the phone right now? What is your name, sir?
John Mellencamp. Come on, get serious.
John, what's your birthday?
I forgot that part. October 7th.
Tell me, in 1982, you won a Grammy Award for what song?
Hurts So Good. Come on.
That's him. I'm telling
John
you. It's him.
Mellencamp's on the fan.
Boomer.
Yes, sir.
Tell your retarded friend to quit asking these silly questions.
Because he said it. He goes, I know John Mellencamp.
Well, John, we were doing a little promotion for your new album and your tour coming up and everything, and I know you're going to be performing here in Carnegie Hall in April. I'll be there for that. But he didn't believe that I knew you and that we go way back, when I was playing with the Bengals.
Not only were you playing with the Bengals, it was like your first year playing with the Bengals. I remember the first time I met you, we were, I had done a show, and that's the night, after the show, we all went to a club, and that's the night he tried to pick up Chicago Molly, and she beat the hell out of you, and I had to jump in between the two of you and stop it.
You like that's
He loves that story.
He loves that story.
I'm glad he
apparently.
remembers that story.
Yeah. So John Mellencamp, really, John Mellencamp? That means I'm gonna have an egg slapped into my bald head later.
Yes,
I didn't think he could produce John Mellencamp.
I don't believe that Boomer would do that to you.
No, he's gonna do it.
I think he will be a gentleman and rise above and take the high road and say, okay, you owe me one, and you can buy my dinner and.
Trust me, that's not happening. He's going to slam an egg into my head. Now, John, you know what I wonder? Billy Joel did this great thing once years ago. It's like inside the actor's studio where he sat in front of, I think at Carnegie Hall, actually, where he'd play one of his hits and then the audience could ask questions about, why he wrote it, who is it about, what was the meaning behind it. Have you ever done that in regards to all your well-known songs, like told the stories behind them?
Well, people have tried to get me to do that, but I just don't do that stuff because I don't like to, every song is individual to each person, and why would you want to know what the writer thinks? Well, what I think doesn't matter. What you think is what matters.
All right, so let me give you an example, if I may. I never understood what ROCK in the USA meant.
Boomer.
This is the guy that I work with, John. Sorry about that. I should have probably told him what you were.
Here's what I really want to know, John.
Yes.
You have to go to work with this guy every morning?
Every single morning for the past 7 years, John, believe it or not.
I'm going to be the guy front and center with next to Boomer singing every word of your song right in your face. Jack and Diane, John, that's right. Now, I want to know, who was Jack, who was Diane?
I know we're having a good time here, but the reality is that my original writing of Jack and Diane, Jack was black and Diane was white. He wasn't a football star. And so people around me go, I don't think America's ready for that yet. I wrote that song in 1980.
So the original title of that song was Black and White. See, we learned something today, Boomer.
Yep.
That's why I asked the questions, because you answered and we learned a little something.
Yeah, Jack was black and Diane was white was the line that said Jack was a football star.
There you go. See, now that's something you've never told that story before. See how great it is to get these stories off your chest for the first time ever?
Well, yeah, I think that's probably earth-shattering news.
Yeah, man.
Alert the media.
The fact that Boomer knows John Mellencamp's earth-shattering. I just mentioned that John Mellencamp will be in New York, and he's got this new album out, and he's playing them. I have it right here. He'll be here, let's see, the album comes out September 23rd called Plain Spoken, and then in April, you're doing like 5 dates in Jersey and New York. And when you come in April, we'll bring you in studio. You bring a guitar. I'll play the drums and the harmonica. Yeah. And we'll tell some stories about your great songs.
Boomer, do you live in New York now?
I do live in New York now. That's right. Yeah, we moved back here. I grew up here, John, and then moved back here back in '93 when I got traded to the Jets.
Huh. So how do you like this? How do you like this kind of work?
It's actually on days like today when you call in, it's great. On some of these other days and some of these other topics and issues that we got to talk about, sometimes it's a little heavy lifting.
Well, my son plays for Duke.
What sport? What sport does he play?
Football. basically talking to a football player, so probably football.
Right.
I mean, I think John and I are going to have to.
You guys are going to have to throw it down
John
when
and
he
I are going
gets
to have
there.
a little sit down and
But
chat.
I'm just saying, John can handle himself. How about where John's playing here? He's playing at the Count Basie Theater, Carnegie Hall twice, and the Apollo Theater twice. Some pretty cool venues.
Yeah, I like playing places where you can be quiet. I don't like playing in front of drunk people. So you go to these places and people don't get drunk and they're there for the music, and that suits me perfect.
You do not like playing in front of drunks.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
No, I started out that way. I mean, when you're a kid and you're playing in bar bands,
Right.
you're playing in front of drunks. And you would think that, at my age of 62, you wouldn't have to do that anymore. So I tried to figure out a way not to do that.
I hear you. Have you thought of buying a better phone all these years later? You're bringing
Hold on for a second. I live in Indiana, and if the squirrel chews through the line,
Yes.
then we don't have a phone system at all. So the fact that I'm even talking long distance
Shocking.
is shocking.
What is your favorite John Mellencamp song of all time?
I'm still trying to write it.
What is the song you have to play, but you're sick and tired of having to sing it?
I've passed through that time period in my life.
What was it when you had that time period in your life?
Probably Jack and Diane.
I say. Mm-hmm. Every guy knows. We talk to every guy. They go, I know I got to play it, but I'm sick and tired of playing it.
Yeah, but I've passed through it.
You did.
Because I play my songs differently than the way that the songs are recorded. So it's like a new experience, and it takes on a whole new meaning. When you play it acoustically, and you don't have all that musical arrangement with it.
I would like to hear you do what my good friend Chris Cornell did and take like Billie Jean, slow it down and do it a cappella and get your take on it. Would you ever consider doing something like that?
No, but I tell you what I did do that I was really, really impressed with was when Springsteen was nominated to, not nominated, but when he was given the Kennedy Honors, they asked me to play Born in the USA.
Right.
And, I always kind of thought of that song as a pop song. Well, when you take away all that arrangement and you play it, it's like such a beautiful message. And what he's saying is so profound and so heartfelt. It's like, a great poem, great literature. But when you put da 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 da, it kind of takes on this, this nursery rhyme type of feeling. But when you play the song, just play the song as Bruce wrote it.
Right.
I couldn't believe what a beautiful song it was.
Is that right? And I think he's saying in that song that he was born here.
He was born in a dead man's town, is what it says.
Right. I agree with you. And that's what I think you should do for the next album with me on the bongos is strip down the American classics and play them with the
John,
real,
don't you see what's
true
going on
meaning.
here, John? It's always about my partner. You see what he's trying to do? He's trying to work his way into your world, and he's trying to become successful in a different life.
Well, I can't play the bongos with
It's
John
on him.
Mellencamp?
No, it's not happening.
No?
No.
Well, here's the thing. The music business has deteriorated to such a degree that, this is like talking to Johnny Unitas and wanting to be on the football team.
I guess you'd be Johnny Unitas in that situation. Well, listen, born in a dead man's town.
Yeah, okay.
The first kick I took was when I hit the ground.
Yeah, well, Boomer.
Yes. Sorry about that, John. Listen, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you
Yes,
calling in
me
this
too.
morning. It means a lot. I'm getting ready to read your promo here for your upcoming tickets to see you at the Apollo Theater. So I just want to say thank you so much for calling. It's great to hear your voice again and look forward to seeing you when you get here in New York.
All right, and you know what I said about not hitting him with the egg?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm going to hit him. Don't you worry about it.
I just want to say, John Mellencamp, I want to say when I heard you sing a stripped down version of my classic Born in the USA, I want to tell you, brother, it meant the world to me. And I want to wish you good luck in Indiana with the phone thing. And when you come to Red Bank on April 18th at Count Basie, I want to sing a duet with you.
All right. Well, I'll see you there, and we'll discuss it at that point.
Thank you, John. Have a great day, man.
All right, kid. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Great
Well
job.
done, Boomer Esiason. You have produced John Mellencamp.
And when we come back, I will produce an egg on Craigie's face. So make sure you stay with us if you're on the CBS Sports Network.
No eggs.
Caller number 7-866-540-WFAN, 866-540-9326. Win a pair of tickets to see the great John Mellencamp.
Here we go.
It's a sport.